Good morning. It is September 14th, 2011. We're halfway through the week. It is a Wednesday, and we have a very strong cold front on the way. Well, not this afternoon, but tomorrow afternoon. For this morning, we have a cold front, or let's just really call it a dry line, because the difference in temperatures be ahead of this cold front and behind this cold front is very little for the most part, especially for this afternoon, where temperatures are still going to rise into the lower to mid 80s. We really don't see any cooler air entering the northern mid-Atlantic until tomorrow morning. But this cold front will perform a very important feature, and that is to get a lot of this low-level moisture that is sitting over the northern mid-Atlantic kicked out into the northern Atlantic, which will limit the potential for strong to severe thunderstorms. In fact, I don't expect any severe thunderstorms with this major temperature change on the way by tomorrow evening. So let's take a look at the infrared satellite picture. And you could see we have these two cold fronts. Now you could clearly see which one has all of the forcing behind it, be this one right here, where you can see a lot of high clouds developing and showers and thunderstorms developing with a few disturbances. Meanwhile, the cold front over the eastern Great Lakes in New England is, well, rather weak. There really isn't much of a definition as far as the cloud pattern with this cold front, and it's losing a lot of energy. So for the most part, I'm not really expecting much in the way of precipitation with this cold front. Could be an isolated shower or two, but nothing major in effect. Again, maybe an isolated shower or thunderstorm, but nothing significant. Your majority of the showers and thunderstorms will be with this cold front. I want to show you something interesting with the water vapor satellite picture. Here we have the water vapor satellite picture, and you can see this disturbance that is exiting into the Canadian Maritimes was driving this cold front. But that disturbance is now gone, and as a result, our cold front pretty much is dragging over portions of central New York and northwestern Pennsylvania. It won't be moving all that much and will pretty much wash out because there really isn't any driving mechanism behind this cold front. But our second cold front, well, it clearly has plenty of disturbances and polar jet stream dynamics to drive this cold front to the east coast. We have a strong upper level low in central Ontario that is moving towards Quebec that will force this cold front and this low pressure system to the east and northeast. And we have this strong disturbance, you can see entering the northern plains, diving towards the Mississippi River Valley and eventually through the northern mid-Atlantic. And that disturbance will drive the rest of this cold front rapidly to the east for tomorrow. And then we have another mid-level disturbance that is spawning a few showers and thunderstorms that will generally remain to the south of the northern mid-Atlantic. So we clearly have all the forcing with this cold front and also the more significant temperature change, as temperatures ahead of this cold front range in the 70s to the 80s. Behind the cold front, we're talking about highs in the 50s and 60s. So what can we expect moving forward? Well, the model I like to use for this morning is the European model guidance. So the GFS is performing okay, but I think the European guidance has been a little bit more, let's just say, consistent and has a better handle with the 500 millibar pattern. So here we are for this evening. Again, we really don't have much in the way of lifting along the east coast. Therefore, I can't rule out an isolated shower with the frontal boundary in place, but that's pretty much about it. Now what's interesting is by tomorrow evening, look where all the forcing moves towards. All of the lifting is really focused over portions of New England. And what that basically means is that the best dynamics are going to be forced towards Maine, New Hampshire, and Vermont. And when the cold front moves through, there won't be much of a support for strong to severe thunderstorms. Sure, there'll be widespread showers, there'll be a few weak thunderstorms, but the dynamics needed to produce severe weather, the lack of instability, and the lack of wind shear makes it more likely that we'll see a few strong thunderstorms with heavy downpours, but nothing of severe nature. Behind this cold front, powerful high pressure will start to dominate by tomorrow evening, and you'll notice it too because our temperatures will fall from the 70s into the 50s and the dew points will fall through the 30s. It'll be very dry. It'll be rather chilly compared to what we've been used to, and it will be a major change in our weather pattern. And high pressure is going to remain in effect, in control, all the way through this weekend and into early next week, with temperatures averaging below normal. We're talking about highs in the mid 60s to lower 70s through this weekend, and rebounding slightly to the upper 60s to mid 70s, and lows throughout the entire period, ranging anywhere from the mid to upper 40s over the higher interior, like northeastern Pennsylvania, northwestern New Jersey, and the Hudson River Valley, to the lower 50s along the coast. So we're clearly moving into a much more fall-like weather pattern where high pressure is going to be in control for a couple of days, providing some excellent weather conditions for this weekend. I'm your meteorologist, Stephen DiMartino. Thank you for trusting in NYNJPA Weather as your severe weather source for the northern mid-Atlantic. Of course, you can always follow NYNJPAweather.com or NYNJPA Weather on Twitter and Facebook. Have a great day and enjoy the weather out there.